Good morning, everyone. It's Friday. I am back. Welcome to Embody Your True Essence with me, Ikue. It's January 24, 2025. Today is a grandmaster Aquarius day, 4-4, super powerful day. It's transformative to say the least. And I'm super excited to read, and I'm super excited to actually be here. So I was busy away teaching in school for 3 days, so I was not able to be live. And so I am back. How you guys feeling today? My spirit is good. My body is adapting. I had such a hectic 3 days, energetically, physically, mentally, fascially. But I can really see the transformation in me. I think it's more just contrast is good, right? When I used to do something more before and I stopped, and then now going back to it, and then coming back to it, and I understand a lot of change in me, like contrast. Yeah. Yes, I'm tired out. Yes, definitely. But it's the good news is it's not as tired as I thought I would be. I'm like definitely, there's a moment that is like, oh, first day I noticed what I did for the last 3 days, I went to elementary school and I taught and I danced for like 5 hours, and I taught from kindergarten to grade 7. And then there were like, I don't know how many kids, I would say maybe close to 300, 400 kids a day. And I had to, there were 7 different groups. So I had to teach 7 different dance pieces. And if I just teaching, that's okay. But normally when the school hire my boss, and boss hires me, I had to come up with 7 different type of dance, which requires me to find 7 different songs. And I need to have different dance moves, right? And so it requires a lot of preparation too, but also just energetically. Yes, just like Pamun said, physically, emotional, over exerting for me as well. Okay, yeah. So it takes away a lot of energy for sure. But I think at this point, I think we're slowly understand that whatever's happening, we are literally releasing our own trauma and patterns that don't serve us, using these opportunities that are coming at us. Sometimes it could be a job opportunity. Sometimes it could be a relationship that you're going through, but the theme is very similar. Like, it's very interesting. You're kind of just like using the opportunity in front of us, like at the moment in time, to release whatever we need to release, right? So it's not about projecting, like we kind of projected that onto a job or a person, but that theme that astrolo energy is calling us to release is there's a common theme right there, right? So and then we know, and then we kind of just started to follow these steps. We noticed that we would notice it's like, oh, the energy shift, or the planet shift into this, and then you feel that energy shift. And then with the energy shift, the theme of what we need to work on kind of shift. So it's very interesting, this bouncing of energy and the planetary energy. And thanks for working, thanks for coming together. Yeah. How about your energy yesterday? I moved my entire house around for the electrician to remove my entire sound system off to my wall. Big deal for me. Yeah, well, that sounds like a big deal. All day for 3 days, movement all the time, belong stretching, then 30. Wow. Then 30 minutes Tai Chi in pool, harder than I think. That's good. You get to do that in pool. But yeah, wow. That's, yeah, entire sound system of my wall. Why did you have to remove that sound system entirely? That sounds like a big, yes, big deal, but that big work comes with a big, big budget. Yeah, I guess it had to happen, right? Sometimes like in order for us to create new, we need to break the old, and that's inevitable. And it can be very hard emotionally, but at the same time, it's, this is where we need to surrender. It is what it is, and things are coming up. But also, we get to choose what we focus, right? Like, I remember COVID times. I listened to a lot of different things, and people have their own opinions about COVID, and just like people are taking sides, and me being Libra, and coming from Japan, I just like really disappointed that people have opinions and try to convince other people, and people are not listening, or whatever, taking side. And it was hard for me, because I think as a Libra, I am so used to pleasing people. So if people have different opinions about things, and I just like I was sad, but I slowly come to a point where let people be. I mean, that's the theme right there at the end of it. People are doing their own thing. It doesn't really matter what's happening. I mean, it's okay to be aware, but at the same time, all this astral energy is encouraging us to be our own person. And at the end of it, it doesn't really matter who the president is, or who the prime minister is. It's just, okay, what do I create in this moment in time? I create my own matrix. I create my own reality. So we are all learning to be our sovereignty, have our own sovereignty, and we become our own sovereign. It doesn't matter what's happening, but we trust ourselves and trust our process, and let other people work through their own trauma while you're working through your own trauma. And collectively, globally, we're all moving. We're all shifting. So yeah, it's a very just interesting time. And going back to the topic of, how people are taking sides, and I used to listen to people's opinion. Now what I do is, okay, you do you, but your opinion kind of drains my energy, or like it totally don't resonate with me. And I see, when I see that on Facebook, I hide the post. It's like, I don't need to pay attention to this anymore, and this is not part of my belief, and this doesn't belong to my field, energy field, and I get to say that, right? So before that, we had this programming and matrix of like, oh, we need to do something about this because we don't agree with this. I think we're coming completely, for me, coming out of that. Like, okay, this is what you believe. Good. You're right. But this is what I believe, and you get to have your own opinion, and I get to have my own opinion. So that's kind of like what Aquarius energy is all about at the end of it. We're in this Aquarius season. Today is a grandmaster Aquarius, which is a powerful day. And I noticed, I didn't know about this. My dad is grandmaster Aquarius, step 4. And just looking back, how innovative, how outrageous, how unique he can be. And in the Japanese society, where I think he has his own struggle, where he didn't fit in, and he had this really hardworking side, very ethical. At the same time, he can have this open-mindedness, where he's the one that supported my journey. Like, not many people back in the day are gonna, okay, I'm gonna go abroad and I want to dance, and I just want to be here. And my parents did not understand me for a very long time, what I was doing. And then also, trying to convince me to be normal. But at the end of it, my dad is the one that supported me. His thing was, I don't understand it, but I will support you. So yeah, I was just talking about my dad right now on this Grandmaster Day, his sun sign. Interesting. Yeah, that's to say that I should probably call him at some point. Yeah. So let's read the energy of the day. Grandmaster belonging. So that's the energy. Today's step 4, I belong, is a ruling state of awareness, which makes today the first Grandmaster step in the I belong Aquarius season. In this 24-hour period, you will redefine the energetic position you belong taking with yourself on the inside. You will identify the position you do not belong taking with yourself on the inside, and almost simultaneously will identify the position you do belong taking. It was as I reading, it, it was like word. But basically, in this 24-hour period, you're gonna decide where things belong, right? And you belong. You figured out where you belong, and it's becoming clear what doesn't belong. Yeah. So quick switching of where you don't belong with yourself in favor of where you do can be described as a minor breakdown and breakthrough. You may go through an emotional transition where you first experience things not working inside yourself. Something that seemed common knowledge about yourself may suddenly not apply or hold weight. It can feel like the rug being pulled out from under you. In that moment, the best advice is to ride the wave and observe where the shift ends up. I can kind of relate. It happened to me last night, already the step number 4. And I had this moment, I came home feeling a little sad and insecure, and just feeling like how the interaction of this particular person always trigger me in a certain way, like trigger my insecurity, trigger my, like foundational safety, right? And then just kind of like there's a part of me that judge myself for, just having so much love for that person, but then I get triggered. And so, when sometimes like people will say, it's like, well, if you know that this fire is gonna hurt you, why do you need to keep coming back and then hurt yourself? If this fire is toxic. But that sounds like a narcissistic trait. But at the same time, like, we're learning to listen to our heart. One of my struggles have been, oh, my heart says something, and brain says something else, and I don't know which voice to listen. My brain will say, this person is toxic, don't go there, right? My heart said, no, I love. And so I think I had such a hard time, attachment and all of that. And I learned what it's like to have unconditional love in relationship. But I think I'm slowly learning that it's okay. This is not necessarily attachment. It's come from a pure love. And I just feel this love for this person. But there's part of me that get triggered because of this person's nature, energy. I don't know what it is. And that led me and guide me to dive deeper into astrology and step system. And also, do you guys know the astrology app, the Pattern? I had this app for a long time. I really used it. It has a lot of free feature, but a new feature they have is the bond, the feature called the bond. And you can input, like you can have someone, your friend in your app, and you can see the relationship and the bond, and that's fun too. But you can also put someone else's, and you need to know their birth time, birthday, and birth location to run the chart. But it shows you that what kind of relationship you can have with this person. And it's so funny, like it can tell you, oh, this person must have been in your family member in many past lives, or oh, this is a past life lover connection, or stuff like that. And super helpful. Like we seek for guidance and we seek for help because we need to have some inspiration, right? So what I noticed that going through some rough edges. Like if that connection, when the heart says something, and it's, of course it's true, I'm just learning to honor this, and there's a part of me that get triggered, but this is where the lesson is, right? You have a choice in that moment whether to maybe squash that part of you and then, okay, bye. And then we will come across the same issues all over again with the different people, right? Or just pause, analyze yourself. Okay, the common theme is coming up right here. Some type, like parts of me get triggered by this energy. I don't know why. What is this teaching me, right? So this is where I felt break it to break through. So first, in order to break through, you need to break. So whether whether you like it or not, today is a day that you're gonna get triggered in some way. Break it to break through. Good news is it's not just break and it's like, you're gonna do something about it, and you are aware and have power to choose. When something break and you break through, in order to break through, you need to sit with emotions and analyze and feel what the emotion tells you, right? Yes. Oh, you're natural, right? Where do you send a request? Do you want to just type in if you really want to be on the live, and I'll put you in. Yes, and we can have some discussion. Yes. Belonging is determined by the heart's attachment and longing. When you realize you don't belong, taking a point of view with yourself, you may go through a moment of heartbreak or heartache. It's because the heart thought she was getting what she needed, but it's not. The realization is a letdown and disappointment. When you realize you don't belong, taking a point of view with yourself, you may go through a moment of heartbreak or heartache. Yeah, definitely have that. Realize, however, the position your heart belongs, taking with yourself, is right around the corner. It will be rediscovered and replaced once you determine the more loving approach. For example, you may realize today that you do not belong being hard on yourself when you make a mistake because it makes you feel worse. There may be a fear that you won't ever get anything right if you're not hard on yourself. That fear is the heart's disappointment of losing a potential outcome. That feelings will disappear once you find a replacement approach with yourself. So once something leaves and something something leaves from your life and something comes in, right? So you may realize today that you do not belong being hard on yourself when you make a mistake because it makes you feel worse. There may be a fear that you won't ever get anything right if you're not hard on yourself. That's the programming right there, right? That fear is the heart's disappointment or losing a potential outcome. That feeling will disappear once you find a replacement approach with yourself. It's okay to get triggered. Now, think about the best approach for yourself, best approach for your heart, that, okay, moving forward, you can change people, but how can I shift this in this moment so that when I feel triggered next time and the challenge will come again, I can maybe, okay, my feelings are valid. I'm feeling a little bit shaky. Now, I choose to love myself. I think that's all that takes, right? Just choose to love yourself in the moment. Yeah. So in each of your stories today, determine what approach does not belong in your life and what approach does. Be easy on yourself with that transition. You may experience a minor breakdown of your inner child, love life, in a creative project or a relationship to a child. Whatever pain that comes up will reveal behavior to your inner child that you do not belong repeating. Explore treatment to your heart that you resonate with. Inner child. That's a tricky one, right? Inner child wants to have fun, wants to be happy. And there's part of me that from this interaction, inner child gets triggered. And triggers are not bad. It's not like if you know that this fire is hot, don't touch it. Maybe, but you keep coming back to this trigger because there's something in there. And I think this is where I probably feel that there's part of me that have people pleasing nature, and my action wants to please others. And if I don't get the reaction that I want, then my inner child is definitely not happy. But okay, how can I change this pattern? Now, I think for me, when I get triggered like that, just know that I love myself and love myself. And I am going to be kind to myself. I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. It doesn't matter what people say. I love myself. Yeah, something to think about. Long-term aspects of your relationship to yourself could fail today. Long-term aspect of your relationship to yourself. Do you believe in the way you love yourself? What specifically can you change in your effort to love yourself? I think this is the Leo part. For me, like, I think I have a Leo rising sign, and I think Leo just wants to love everybody. And I have a Libra energy, so that adds to that. Just wants Leo shine the light, shine the love. And if I don't get the reaction I want, and it's like, okay, what's going on? And the Leo side gets upset. But this is where the power is, right? It doesn't matter what people react. I choose to love myself. And it doesn't matter what people say, do to me. I choose to love myself, and that's all I need. That's probably the approach that I'm going to take. It doesn't matter what people say. People get to have their own opinions, right? We don't have to be on the same platform. However, if maybe the opinions are too far, then I don't need to engage. I have a choice. I honor your, you get to have your own opinion. Express yourself, but I don't need this in my life, and I get to say that, right? So, but at the end of it, love yourself all the way. Today's goal is to uncover the wrong approaches to yourself in favor of a more loving and supportive approach. Yeah, so for me, on my Leo side, if I get triggered like that, it's like there's a couple of things that I can do in the moment. Whatever, choose your affirmation of your choice, right? Like a video game. Okay, I'm gonna choose, I love myself. Okay. In a loving romantic relationship, I would say, I love myself. I'll be kind to myself. I choose myself. And I am enough. I don't need to prove myself worth to anybody. And I am good. And the other aspect of it is, let's say, so I'm teaching at school. Yeah, too much vanity. When I teach in school, and I feel a sense in people's energy because I'm moving everybody dance, right? And then dance up and teaching them dance. There are students that, don't want to dance, don't want to be there. And before that, my job was to get everybody to dance, and I would invest my energy. And it's just like, I will get so exhausted at the end of the day because I was trying so hard. When somebody don't want to dance, it's kind of like there was a story that I read a long time ago when I was young. There was this, sun, wind, storm, or rain, something like that. They tried to get this men take off their coat, and I think the wind tried first, blew it, and really tried so hard to get that man's take off his coat, and he fell. The stronger the wind gets, the man tightened, just really grabbed the coat and not letting it go. And so a couple of elements, they try that. And at the end of it, sun tried. What he did was just shine his light. And eventually, it got so hot because the sun is out. So the man took off his coat and he won. The son won. So I think we can learn so much about this. You can't force our way to make something happen. We need to allow things to come. So forcing versus allowing. Now, what I'm learning through teaching dance to kids, going to school system, I don't need to pay attention to people who don't want to dance, because why do I? Like, I am working on a sense of worthiness. I am so worthy and enough. I don't have energy, and I'm not going to. My higher self is now, I have better boundaries for myself. I am not splitting my valuable, precious energy to people who are not deserving of what I offer, period. So in any moment, me versus 100 kids, I still have a choice. As much as my responsibility to be polite and get everybody to dance, this is what I started to do consciously. I don't really pay attention to dancers who are not ready. I focus on the people who are trying their best and dancing. And instead of matching my energy to them, I no longer do that anymore. Okay, this is my standard, and this is how I'm gonna do it. And I'm not going to bring down my energy to match with them anymore, because that drains me. They either catch up with my energy or don't, and I only focus on the one that's willing to catch up. So I think that, that can be applied to many relationships in life. And if I show up to my own life with that standard, what I notice is people normally either stay or leave. And that's by the law of attraction. And it's okay. We do have a choice. So this is where I learned to stop splitting my energy into places splitting to places that were not worthy of my attention, because that's a law of attraction. If I feel, oh no, I take myself out, bring my energy back, and share with people and preserve my energy and give love to myself. Like, I'm so worthy. I'm good enough. I'm doing my good job. I'm just having fun here. And if somebody show me the disrespect or not cooperation, like cooperating with me, I stop and pause. And I say, please listen. If they're not listening, I stop until they're ready to listen. So yeah, it takes practice, right? Especially teaching kids. Once you call the 29-degree Cancer as a dramatic, yes, you have too much drama. Are you 29 Cancer? Oh, we still hear Golden Globe to Brazil drama actress. It's okay. It's okay. Yes. Yeah, we're all learning. For me, I had to learn to be more, listen to my emotions that were suppressing, that I was suppressing. So I'm learning to catch instead of bypassing some of the emotions. So that's me, that I'm working on myself. So today's goal is to uncover the wrong approach to yourself in favor of a more loving and supportive approach. The best approach in this moment is to be loving friends to yourself. In the big picture of things, you are engineering a new inner friendship that will bring the best out of you in the easiest possible way. Find that approach today and ditch anything less than a best friend approach to yourself. Change is constant. I belong being a best friends to myself. Yeah, I like this approach, because what would you do if this is a situation of a best friend? What would you be the kind approach to do so? Help, right? So sometimes I think the old programming, in our old programming, we abused our body so much, we abused ourselves somehow, and that was a toxic behavior of us, right? We're coming out of that. So what would be the more loving and kind approach to yourself in every moment, moment by moment, right? It's like, I want to do this. My heart says so. I honor it. My inner child is get triggered. Okay, so what's wrong? Why are you feeling this way? It's like, it's okay. Okay, I'm sorry if you felt this way. Yeah, I understand. I listen to you. I listen to you. I listen to you. I feel you. I feel you. I feel this trigger in you that you didn't feel loved. You didn't feel loved because you wanted this. Yes, I see it. Okay, but my heart says, like, this connection is real, so I'm gonna trust it. And meanwhile, I love you. I will never abandon you. You're gonna be okay. Okay, you can trust me. You can trust my heart. How do you think it's gonna win? Best film Oscar prize, or it depends if politics are favor or immigration? Don't you think? Opportunity depends upon the context. Okay. You're talking about a lot of different things. I wasn't really talking about politics, but I choose to not participate, and I just trust the process. And I think change is good, right? So I choose not to split my energy into politics and have. I mean, I do have my own opinions over it, but I focus on that now and the future, my future self. You know, I think people say, oh, focus on the present. And yesterday I was listening to Sirius Joy. He talks about, I think 60 something % of your energies can stay in the center in this present moment. But you can also you can also focus on the manifestation, focusing on your future. So some of your energy also need to focus on the future, because the future is what you become, right? So that's very interesting, because some people are fully focused on the present, and maybe it's good that they're not focused on the past, but at the same time, future is where we're heading. If you're not planning, if you're not setting the intention to live, then you're probably like kind of like, you know, you're not focus on the thing that, sorry, I have this moment, I have this deja vu moment right now. It's like I was this timeline where I'm talking like this, and someone would jump in and have this energy coming in. It's very interesting. I had this deja vu moment, but interesting. Yeah, everything is here. It's very important to also set the intention and focus on what kind of future we would like to have, and take that action. It's so funny. I was so if anybody interested in, I'm hosting a facelift class on Zoom tomorrow at 8 a.m. PST, and there are some people who are attending. Maybe they attend live. They're maybe watching recording, but I'm very grateful. And this is where, I'm working on myself. I want to offer more online things and in-person thing, and I'm ready to, overcome my fear and start to share what I can and what I can offer. And I don't need to be the best of best. I am good enough and to offer. This is where I find a lot of inner peace. So facelift, I made that happen last October through Human Garage. I'm with the Marketing Power Human Garage. The class is very successful. And of course I was nervous, but I was very proud of myself, right? And I wanted to make that happen again sooner. And it's just like life took me somewhere. But I'm always had this passion for facelift. I do love talking about and moving my face, and I feel like I have some, I feel my own fascia in my face in my body, and I feel like I can really help people. And so I had this idea since December, and I want to make this facial facelift class happen, bring back facial face glow. And so I set the date. It was supposed to be like earlier January, And it's like, I'm going to do this. And I keep postponing it. And it's like, okay, I will at least need like 2 weeks to market this, just try my best and see who wants to join. And procrastinating it just, it just happened, right? And it came to a point, okay, I'm going back to Japan in February. I don't think I can have, big online offering because I'm not sure how my Wi-Fi situation, I don't know if I'm going to have the right lighting, the professional equipment. I mean, I don't have a lot of professional equipment, like my, computer and all. But I just felt the need I just needed to make this happen, It doesn't matter. I will honor the people who come, and I know that I gotta start from somewhere. And I had this strong pull, even though I only had like 6 days to market. So less than 1 week to make that class happen and market. I'm just gonna do it and try my best and see who will come. And it's okay. I'm gonna be kind to myself, and I'm gonna post about face and get that awareness. Get people to know that I love, passionate about facelift, and see who will come. And I made that decision and took action. And then I have a couple people sign up, and I'm going to send out the newsletter. And a Human Garage kindly share that post, and then it's boosted, and then more people join. And then it's like, I am very grateful in this moment. It's like, I would love to have 1,000 people attending my class, but it's like you start from somewhere. And I honor the people who come when I'm just starting up, right? So I'm honoring the people who are watching right now. And I just know that setting the intention, I would love people to join and share the energy. And this is the grounding, like starting point. And I know who I want to become, and I trust that it will come. So that's the energy. Yes. Grandmaster, Aquarius day, super, super powerful, and break it to breakthrough day. More loving and kind approach to yourself. You will get triggered, and we've been shown on the area where you need more love and kindness to ourselves. At the end of it, it's all the relationship to yourself. It doesn't matter what's happening outside. It's about more loving and kind approach to yourself. And when you take that and reinforce your boundaries, I am safe, I am kind, I'm loved. You can add all kinds of things you want, right? So I normally pick a card, and this is a card I picked. Look for the signs and synchronicities. What's meant for you won't miss you, so look for the signs. Synchronicities. Oftentimes, our spiritual journey of self-discovery can be confusing and even intimidating when venturing into the unknown. Yeah, I think this is where a lot of people feel. Our spirit guides send us signs and synchronicities to catch our attention and remind us we're exactly where we are meant to be. Carl Jung describes synchronicity as meaningful coincidences where two or more signs that occurred randomly were also connected by meaning, not by cause. Do you ever see repeating numbers like 1111, 222, 444, 777? These repeating angel numbers show up when you guys are trying to get your attention. Each number has its own special meaning, like keep your thought positive when you see 1111. Animals and nature often show up with a deep, significant, and spiritual meaning. Yeah. Yes. So, signs, we all know that signs. There is no coincidences. Everything has a meaning. And I love what it says in the beginning. What's meant for you won't miss you, so look for the sign. What meant for you won't miss you. What meant for you won't miss you. And we won't miss anything that were meant for you. Yeah, that's the truth. In resume, if you talk about anything anti-natural, probably you will sell. Chemicals. Hi, Lorraine. Balancey Lotus. We're connecting with our innermost needs for this energy. It has been most transformative this Aquarius season. I found my spiritual animal. That's beautiful. What's your spiritual animal? Very intriguing to see if you are want to share. That's beautiful. Sending you so much love. So nice to see you here. Yes. I'm thinking about all the coaches in seasons 2 and 1. And I think good news is coming. And yeah, wolf. Nice. I love that. Wolf, wolf. Things are moving. I don't know why things had to happen in a way, but this is what happened, and this is where it's going, and that where it's going is probably a good direction. And I don't know how it's gonna play out. Things could change in a minute, but I feel like I see the light, and so yeah, I feel like things are moving in a good directions where we probably initially hoped, and then things were not open to before. So it's interesting, you know. I will say this because I don't know quite sure. I'm not the one that in charge, but things are moving, and interesting. It's just interesting how it's like sometimes it's like what timeline I'm living, what timeline I'm living, but yeah, change is necessary. It is what it is. Life is a constant switch of it is what it is, and moving forward and focus on things that are controllable, you know, because you can't change what people are doing, but you can really change the way you react to things, and that's just that. Just constant flow. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Wolf. So Lorraine, is your wolf kind or fierce, right? Our intentions come from the heart. That's where I attract to and from. Yeah, yeah, that's it. And then we probably get challenged many times, and every time we reinforce that statement over and over again, right? Our intentions come from the heart. That's where I attract to and from. Yes, definitely, 100%. Yeah, we are all loved and protective and fierce. Yes, yes, lioness energy too, wolf. Yes, yeah, I can see that. That's awesome. Also, you know, going back to school teaching that I'm doing, teaching like probably like over 300 kids a day. I used to do that a lot and used to get so exhausted. And I am tired, but my spirit is good. And contrast is good. When you used to do something and then you stop and going back to it with a new shift in spiritual growth, I see a lot of things that I did not see before. And I see a lot of change in me. And I have a better tools and approach to, you know, how to manage energy on people. And when I'm hard on myself, like I'm coming back like in between classes or lunchtime. It's like before I go to, you know, have lunch, and I'm literally going back to this heart and brain. It's like, you're doing a great job. I love you. I love you. Don't worry. You know, like I'm definitely taking a loving approach to myself. And if I feel disrespected or kids are not listening, I pause and stop. And I say, please listen. And I just wait. It's like there's a place where I would never let myself go, which is kind of like pushing when people are not ready to listen in many ways. Right? So this technique can apply to any situation in life, but teaching dance, teaching get me to these places, life lessons. I am not pushing and forcing anything to people who are not ready to listen. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Great message. I have a new homeschool group I'm facilitating starting new Wednesday. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah. Yeah. It's teaching kids. It requires a lot of patience and not taking personal. But in order to do so, it's literally you need to show up to your life with so much, like, you know, you need to calm down your nervous system. That's like that's the bottom line. If we're not calm down, anything that the kids do triggers you. It's crazy. Yesterday, it's so interesting. Another aspect of, you know, teaching is that when you teach that many kids a day, every day, and I follow step system. Very interesting reaction and the kids' behavior every single day. The first day, yes, I think first day normally you can see that contrast of a lot, especially in kindergarten kids. First day one, so excited. They were just so happy to be there, right? Step one, so that's a day 2 day. Love day. Kids were very, okay, sorry. So I taught 3 days straight in a school. The first day was I love day. So that it was a Leo day, step 1, Aquarius. People are just happy to be there. Kids were so happy, so happy. And the second day was a Cancer day, I feel day. So they were, emotions were very high. I could feel that. And yesterday was Sagittarius day, I believe day, step 3, Aquarius. And I didn't notice for the last 2 days, but that yesterday, the kids were screaming, like even like the lunch break, and you know, there's a recess, and like kids were screaming, and their screaming sound really bugged me. And then it's like, I really didn't really feel that way the first. I just didn't notice because the kids scream all the time, right? And then I noticed yesterday I was just like finding myself getting triggered by this scream. It's like, why do you need to scream? What's the point? What the hell, right? So yeah, that was interesting. And then the teachers told me that, yeah, today's like kids today is a little, you know, going crazy, out of focus. And then teachers notice that, right? Like any school teachers will notice that. Like it's like, oh, today was impossible. Okay, tomorrow will be better, right? It's just like we all go through the energy of astral energy. Yeah. Is there happy noise? Yeah. So I find it so interesting. The kids were extremely loud on Sagittarius, I believe day. It's almost like they just needed to scream to get that energy out. That's how I felt like. So interesting. The contrast from Cancer day, I feel, emotional sensitive day, to, I believe, Sagittarius. The energy was so different. Yeah. And today is Aquarius grandmaster, Aquarius step 4. So break through. I'm not in school today, that's why I'm live, but interesting how energy flows and changes. And I'm so excited to host the facelift class tomorrow. Tomorrow's energy, it says, enthusiastic. So I think that's meant to be, you know, something told me that you need to make this facelift class happen before you go back to Japan. You need to show the universe that this is what you're gonna do. You make a statement, whether who comes or not, you're just gonna make it happen, and it's okay. Let everything else take care of itself. And that was a statement. You know, sometimes like normally if you wanna like put up the class, you wanna give like plenty of time, 2 weeks minimum, or 3 weeks more, to get that word out and then promote and then do it, right? But yeah, this just happened in a way that it had to happen. And something told me, you gotta make this happen before going back to Japan. You're just gonna do it. You're just gonna make it happen. So I'm gonna do it. And I normally try to avoid anything new or event when I'm in a busy week. Like teaching in school takes a lot of energy, but it's like, wait a minute, you know, teaching in school shouldn't take this valuable energy, shouldn't take up all of my valuable energy. I still should have energy left to work on my dream career. You know, I want to offer more in person. I want to offer fun stuff. I want to offer more and online. And this is the start, and this is what I'm going to build. And I'm not going to let this school teaching in my way. You know, it's like, even though it takes away a lot of energy in me, I still want to show up. So this is a statement. This is where I feel show my loyalty and dedication for myself. Like it's all at the end of it, it's the relationship to myself. So I'm doing it. I'm gonna make that class happen. And then on Sunday, I have a special guest, Survival Moms Amani, coming to my Fascia class, and I'm gonna make it happen. I think as we elevate our self-love, as we elevate our frequency, that amount of stuff that we can do it's more. And I like to set that intention. This year, I'm creating bigger result with less energy. Creating more value with less energy. That's my thing. And so in order to do that, create more value and less energy, is know that you're valuable. What you offer is so valuable and so unique, but also working on and then you working on not getting in the way of our manifestation by believing ourselves, taking away all of the energy that goes toward the self-doubt. You just don't do that anymore. You're just gonna make that happen. Yes, if we did a screaming party on that day in my home. Oh, that's so funny. Some energy needed to let out, right? Yeah. And the adults are so good at bringing it into that energy, and I don't know what to do with it. But yeah, there was this Sagittarius Sagittarius energy. It's just like needed to come up. So that's very interesting. Yeah. So I am excited to have a class tomorrow, and on Saturday. So today's energy is transformative. Tomorrow, enthusiastic. Yes, I will ride that energy tomorrow. And Sunday, spectacular, it says. So yeah, thanks for looking out for us. Yes, very enthusiastic. Yeah, definitely feel that. So let's finish with that rubbing heart and brain coherence. And I love doing this. And I started to do this maybe like 3 times a day and really making a change. At the end of it, it's all about how to program yourself. And our mind is programmable and our body is programmable. Fascia is a perceptional organs and always perceiving. But what are you perceiving? What is your programming to perceive those things, right? So this is where our power is. When something comes to us, instead of being triggered, take it as a clue, take it as an inspiration. Thank you for showing me this. Now, what do I need to learn right here, right now, in this moment? It could be a happy trigger, right? It's like making you happy. It's like, whoa, I love this, I love this. Or it's like, okay, this makes me really icky. What is this, right? But at the end of it, when you're in the doubt, come back to this, come back to this moment. It's like, I love myself. I am lovable. I don't need to prove to anything, to anybody. I just live my truth, right? I'm coming back to that. And I am good enough. And that's all I need. I don't need to be especially talented or anything like that. It's like, I want this, and I know, and I ask all my permission. Like I ask the universe, angels, whatever, whoever can help me with the good intention. I give myself full permission to get that help. So let's connect with everything, all parts of ourselves through this. Feel your heartbeat, energy circulate through your heart and the brain. Let's go. Breathing into your hands, breathing. 2, 3. Through your nose. 2, 3. Hello brain. Hello mind. Hello ego. Hello body. Thank you for your work. Thank you for all your work. Now you can relax more and listen to your heart. Thank you for working smart and efficiently and align with your heart and soul's intention. You can relax more because I am safe all the time, every moment. Hello, heart. Hello, heart. You're in charge. I'm listening to you. I'm following you. You can look at your heart too. I love you. I honor you. I trust you. I love myself. I am lovable. I am loved. I accept all parts of myself. I trust myself. I forgive all parts of myself. I have faith in me. I believe in myself. I am safe. I am protected. I am secure. I am enough. I'm good enough to start anything. I'm good enough to accomplish anything. I am good enough. I am worthy. I'm so worthy that I receive the best version of myself, my body, my ego, my mind, my brain. I am so worthy that I receive the best version of people, things that are important in my life. I am so worthy. My worthiness is unshakable. I am so worthy. I am abundant. It's so easy for me to make money. It's okay and it's safe for me to make money. My money loves me and life loves me. Everything is working out. Only good things come my way. I choose myself. I choose to love myself. I choose love. My body moves with me easily and effortlessly. I love my journey and I trust the process. Everything is working out in my favor. I'm worthy. I am so valuable. I am appreciated. Today is a good day and I choose joy. Breathe your mouth. 2, 3. Your nose. 2, 3. That's our programming. How you guys feeling? Hope you're feeling a little lighter to start your powerful day. And embrace our triggers. I started to say this. I thank you, fear. Thank you, sadness. I love you. You're safe with me. Show me what I need to see. I dance with you. I am no longer afraid of this emotion. This is part of me. I am accepting all parts of myself. And be kind to myself. Be more loving, be more kind. I don't need to, focus on myself, right? I don't need to be kind to, I'm going to be kind to people, but what I need to be kind, like who I need to be kind to is myself all the way. Yes. Happy Friday, Jissa. So I hope you guys have a great day and great weekend, and come back on Monday. Yes, database program. Yes, come back on Monday, and then Monday, Tuesday, and I have 2 more days teaching in school again. But I'm very excited to be here, right now, to be with people, and have a great rest of your day. Send you guys so much love as usual. Bye, everybody. See you.